Hello and welcome to another Coffee with Colin, and thanks for joining me. This week I want to talk to you about some more lessons that I picked up at Pendulum Summit 2018 in Dublin. And last Wednesday in Carambola we had our New Year's lunch. It's become a tradition. Just to kick the year off, we get all of the people together. The people come in from the field, of course we get all the operations people, and we have a lunch together. And we do it to celebrate the year that's just finished and to wish everybody well as we enter another new year. And it gives me great pleasure every year to see that the company is growing. Always lovely to see when we ask the question, hands up, who's never been to one of these before. Great to see more and more people joining as our business continues to grow and flourish. And but it was interesting for me this year because we invited all of the key account managers from all around the country to come down early on the morning of the lunch, and we had a session. We had a sort of training session and a discussion session, and we decided to start it by reminding them of what we do. So I brought all of the key account managers from all around the country on a tour of our production facility, and it really was great for them to refresh and see the wonderful work that our production people do. We produce 32,500 lunches every single day. Every one of them is different, and that started with only 27 lunches on day one almost 15 years ago. So we've grown a lot since. But anyway, in inviting the key account managers from outside to come back in and revisit what we do, they got an appreciation of the wonderful work that goes on, indeed all of the work that needs to go on back at the ranch to make sure that they deliver on the promise that they've made to their client schools. And I was reminded of one of the speakers at this year's Pendulum Summit in Dublin, Jack Daly. Jack Daly is a phenomenal guy, 69 years of age, full of life, and he's had a fantastic career to date, and he's still going. He's a professional sales trainer and speaker these days. As he said himself, all he does is travel, speak and have fun. How bad at age 69. Anyway, Jack has built 6 companies, 2 of which he sold to Wall Street. He decided at age 46 to start running marathons. He's run 50 of them. At age 57 he decided to start doing Ironmans, and he's completed 15 full Ironmans, 30 half, and competed in Hawaii, which is an invitation-only event. He's written Amazon best-selling books. The guy's just phenomenal. He's played 93 out of 100 of the US top 100 golf courses. So Jack's a good guy. Jack makes it happen. Jack's had a phenomenal career. Indeed, Jack is having a phenomenal career. Did it happen by accident? No, it didn't. Was he lucky? Perhaps he was lucky at times, for sure. Did he make it happen? For sure. Definitely, Jack made it happen. And how did he make it happen? And Jack will tell you, systems, a playbook. He said that most professional sports teams are run better than most companies, and he went on to explain that most professional sports teams are so because that the players go out onto the field with the playbook in mind. They develop the playbook, they practice the playbook, and they exercise the playbook on the field. Can you imagine a situation where your favorite team, a player on your favorite team, decides, do you know what, coach, I'll do it my way, it would be grand. He might say it, but he won't get out in the field. We know that for sure. So why then do we allow Mavericks into our organization? Delighted to say that when I brought the field team in last Wednesday and showed them around and gave them the tour of the production facility, it was wonderful to see that the production facility produces 32,500 lunches every single day, and every one of them is different. That's over 160,000 lunches per week, and every one of them has the child's name. It has the individually chosen sandwich, the drink, the piece of fruit and the snack. Every single one of those lunches is different, and that's what we do. That's what we do to earn a crust, dare I say. But out of 160,000 lunches, do we get some of them wrong? Yes, we do. Yes, we do. We measure that every single week. And out of 160,000 lunches every single week, how many do you think we get wrong? 4. On average. 4 lunches only, we get some form of comment back from the field out of 160,000. That's pretty exceptional. How do we do that? Systems. A playbook. And over the years, we've developed great systems to run our business. I believe absolutely in the power of a good brand, great systems, and even better people. And that's what we've managed to do in Carambola. And that's what Jack Daly is suggesting we need to do. Why do we then go and allow Mavericks into our business and put up with them? A Maverick is somebody who come into your business and say, do you know what? Colin, I know you've been doing it this way for years, but I know better. And Maverick is somebody who will go out and try to do it their own way, and in doing so oftentimes creates upset and oftentimes actually does upset the system. Now, we're not looking to hire robots either. We're looking to hire people who will implement the playbook for sure, but we're also looking for people who will attempt to change and improve that playbook from within. Nothing worse than somebody coming along and saying, I know how to do it better, and go off and do their own thing. Nothing worse than somebody coming in and telling you, that's awful, that won't work, without giving you a solution. One of the things that I'm proudest of over the years is I've got this mantra, don't bring me problems, bring me solutions. Last thing any of us need is somebody to arrive in and say, you know what, that's rubbish, and walk out. It's all very fine somebody coming in and saying they have an opinion that something is rubbish. But the question is, what do they want to replace it with? And one of the things that happened last Wednesday, which I found really interesting, was that we have the playbook, we have the 32,500 lunches being produced in a particular way, and yet the people from the field came in and they challenged the people in production and sort of said, do you know what, lads, you're doing great, but in the marketplace, for us to remain leaders in the marketplace, we need to start to change. And here's some ideas that we think you guys should implement. And the production people sort of said, oh, that's a bit challenging. But you know what they did? Good brand, great systems, even better people. We've got wonderful people in Carambola. They went away and they thought about it, and within 24 hours they had rewritten a draft of the playbook as to how the production people could actually give the field what it is they want. And we're planning to test that next week, and assuming it works, and I believe it will, well then, you know what we'll do? We'll tear out the page of the playbook that we did X, Y and Z, and we'll replace it with a new X, Y and Z. We'll have a new iteration of the playbook. And that's what you and I need to do. In hiring people, we're not looking for cogs in a wheel, but we are looking for links in a chain. And therefore the chain is only as strong as its weakest link. So if you or I have Mavericks in our organizations, well, those Mavericks can in fact be the weakest links, and we need to be careful. Did Carambola grow its business from 27 lunches to over 30,000 lunches per day by accident? No. Were we lucky along the way? Perhaps. I'm quite sure we were. Did we make it happen? Yes, we did. Good brand, great systems, even better people. And how did we do it? We did it by developing systems. We had to go from day one. We had to figure out how to take an order, how to produce the order, how to pack the order, how to deliver the order, how to invoice for the order, how to check the client was happy, and repeat. And then we built a playbook around that, and that allowed us to scale. Franchising is a business model that allows a business to scale. And Mavericks in your business have the effect of stalling your business. They might shoot off like a shooting star. It might look great for a while, but unless they're going to be team players, they will, trust me, cause you problems. So the second best thing you can do with a Maverick is engineer them out of your organization. The best thing you can do with a Maverick is engineer a job for them with your competition. Upset your competition. One of my favorite all-time thought leaders is the late great Stephen R. Covey. And Stephen says, to know and not to do is really not to know. And so when we started out in Carambola, did we know? No, we didn't know. But we found out. And once we found out, we began to do. And once we began to do, well, then we really began to know. So where is all this headed? Well, if you want to scale your business in 2018, look around your organization. Ask yourself, are there people in your organization doing it their own way? And if there are, well, then it's incumbent on you as the leader of your organization or the leader of your department to create a playbook that you get buy-in from everybody. If you create a playbook that you get buy-in from everybody, well, then the organization as a whole can grow and scale. And remember that you're not looking for cogs in the wheel, but you're definitely looking for links in a chain, and the weakest link determines the strength of that chain. So I wish you well in 2018. No Mavericks, need apply. And thank you for joining me for this week's Coffee with Colin. Hope and trust as ever that you got something from it. If you have enjoyed it and you think somebody else would benefit, please pass the link on. If you would like more of this type of stuff, go to the homepage, ColinO'BrienMotivation.com, leave me some details, and I'll make sure you get a link like this on a weekly basis. Most importantly, please consider what's been shared and apply it into your thinking for the next week. And then equally as importantly, please come back next week. We'll share another coffee together, and I'll ruminate on some other aspect of business and life that I've picked up over the last number of weeks. In the meantime, get some R&R, get some fresh air. If you spend a lot of time alone, please go meet some other people. If you spend a lot of time with people, please go meet yourself and spend a little time alone this weekend. And then when the time is right, and only when the time is right, get your head back in the game and get organised for the week ahead and get stuck in and make a difference next week. Cheers. I love great coffee. Talk to you soon. Bye for now.